In the previous part of our detailed construction process, we meticulously progressed with the assembly of this intricate model, bringing it to its current state of development. These prominent sides that you observe constitute the main body of the model itself, forming its fundamental structure. Now, our next crucial step is to diligently continue working on these specific sides of the model, ensuring precision and accuracy in every detail. Furthermore, we will also dedicate our efforts to completely finish this particular side, which encompasses the gracefully curved part of the board. This is essential because the board that forms a significant component of this model possesses a distinctly curved shape, adding to its realistic appearance. If you carefully examine it, you will notice that it appears flat in this particular section, but then it elegantly curves towards the side, creating a dynamic form. For instance, if you were to observe a real ship, you would see that it curves in this manner. And similarly, the cardboard material we are using also curves in a corresponding fashion. This curvature is vital so that, for example, in this specific model, this upper part, which is positioned on top, is also designed to be flat, perhaps incorporating a very slight, subtle slope, just like this. The next section is designed to be flat right here, and this is precisely the slope that needs to be carefully integrated into this area. Consequently, these remaining parts also need to be thoroughly completed to achieve the desired aesthetic and structural integrity. The specific type of cardboard we require for these subsequent stages is of the exact same thickness as the material utilized for the previous parts, ensuring consistency throughout the model. The only cardboard we now specifically need is designated for this particular section, this one located right here, and also for this area over here. The cardboard pieces intended for these various parts must be meticulously completed and integrated into the overall design. For this particular section, our intention is to, in this specific corner, make it noticeably less wide, incorporating a very gentle and gradual slope. The method we employ involves carefully cutting the cardboard with a very gentle, almost imperceptible slope, ensuring not to remove too much material, and then securely gluing it into place. If I hold it up like this, you can clearly see the intended effect and how it fits. We carefully position it here in this manner, then gently bend it to conform to the shape, and wherever it naturally settles, we apply adhesive to firmly glue it down. I had already taken the liberty of gluing this specific piece beforehand, but now, for demonstration purposes, I will show you the process once again. This piece is now securely glued, and with that, the video demonstration of this step is successfully concluded. We meticulously bent the cardboard material and then firmly glued it into its final position. Now let me mention this important point. If you want to use adhesive glue, this is precisely it. This is exactly what it's intended for. Just carefully glue this particular piece, okay? Glue this piece first, then firmly stick it right here. Then, how should I clearly articulate it? Glue this specific part first, stick it securely, and attach it like this. After that, align this edge of the cardboard material with this corresponding edge, and glue them together again so it absolutely doesn't move. Once you've completed all the necessary steps, come and glue these sections, step by methodical step. Bend it gently like this, place it carefully on the glue, and then move on to the very next part. This way, your finished work will look exceptionally neat and it'll be much easier. Now, let me glue this side as well, and then I'll show you that specific part too. Okay, we've successfully finished this particular part too. For this specific piece, I personally used vibrant red cardboard myself because I genuinely want the color to look much better and more appealing. This section is now completely done as well. Here it is, clearly visible from this particular angle and also from this other distinct angle. And this is the intricate inside structure, and this is the actual kidney itself. This side and also this other side. This is indeed the kidney itself, and the visible seam in the very middle is approximately this much, as you can see. The frame of the violin body is now completely finished and assembled. Pay very close attention to this particular part, especially this specific section right here, because it's quite intricate and can be a bit tricky to get just right. As I clearly mentioned at the very beginning of this video, You absolutely cannot just place your carefully crafted piece flat like this. You simply cannot just lay it down flat on a surface and realistically expect it to perfectly fit together with the other components. It fundamentally does not work that way at all. It absolutely requires and needs to have a distinct and precise slope. So, as you can clearly observe, we have a noticeable and essential slope that goes like this right here. Just try to imagine it in your mind. There is a significant and crucial slope present here, and it's designed to be like this, extending across the entire structure, ensuring proper alignment and structural integrity. Now you could say, for example, it's slanted. We have a slope here. We also have a distinct and noticeable slope here, which means that when you carefully hold this particular side, it should visually present itself as something quite specific, looking somewhat like this. For instance, if you were to firmly grasp this specific side of your intricate work, it should indeed appear in this manner. Just imagine my finger positioned right here, precisely like this, exhibiting a gentle, graceful, and rather pronounced curved shape. This side also needs to have a slight slope and the part of your work that you place here as well. Whenever you move towards the tuning peg, the slope here, right here, how did we cut your pattern? This idea, well, this is one of those things again. It's a shape like this smile, if we want to be precise. This smile, something like this, and then here. It comes together like this, in this way. Now you need to give it shape, give it its roundness, something like that. Okay, now I've fixed this and I'll show it to you from another angle so you can see how it turned out. This is how this part turned out. And these are the specific side parts I was talking about, the very ones that truly make the edges look much more alive. These particular areas are noticeably rounded. If you carefully examine this specific cut as well, you'll clearly observe the very same thing. With your detailed drawing, the precise angle becomes much clearer. A distinct slope genuinely starts right here and is initially quite steep, but as it progressively goes further down, it gradually and smoothly decreases. The exact same principle applies for this side. You can distinctly see it much better right here. This entire part is indeed sloped. That's precisely what I truly meant. Both this point here and this point here absolutely need to possess a noticeable slope. This is the comprehensive overall view of our completed work. Here I thoughtfully added a little additional support so it stands much better and most importantly doesn't accidentally fall apart. Well, now it is finally and completely finished. We built its frame. We made the sides of the fingerboard itself, and the bottom of the violin. There are still a few things left to do, but the main structure is done. The frame is finished. Now, as you can see, it's clear what we're going to do. So we've moved past that stage. The frame around it is complete, and the sides of the fingerboard are finished too. The underside of the violin itself has been made. We've leveled the bottom ourselves, and now all that's left is to put a cardboard piece on top, which will be on the instrument, along with the bridge, chin rest, and so on. I don't know, the cooking part and Sima, the deck, the fine details are left. Let's go and see what happens next. Up to this point, it's turned out so complete. Let's see how complete it gets from here on.